Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. As you can see by title below, this is on episode 13 of Ace Attorney. And I gotta say, even though this is of course a filler, this isn't actually something that's in the game. That's what people have been saying and I even read in the forums. I enjoyed this episode. It was a nice little cute episode to see how the friendship of Phoenix, Larry, and Edgeworth came to be. Of course, we got to see delve a little bit more into the whole, case of what happened at the beginning with who stole the lunch money. We got to see a little bit more in depth there. That was pretty interesting to see. Then it was just nice to see them hanging out as friends. Edgeworth is totally just like I gotta admit, seeing Edgeworth was pretty dang cute when he was little, being all like, oh, okay, saying the signal red motto, and then also asking his dad, can I keep the dog? Can we watch the show? And him blushing and everything. I was like, oh, Edgeworth is so cute when he was little. It's like totally different kind of stuff. Like he normally was just this kind of, studious kind of kid, studious kid, and then all of a sudden, boom, here comes Phoenix and Larry into his life, and everything changes for the better. It was all nice, cute, fun and games with all of them having fun together. And then, of course, DO6 happens, and we see this whole thing with him leaving with Von Karma. I'm not too sure, guys, but who was that? Karma's daughter, Francesca, or something? Are we gonna see more of her in the future? Is that why they showed her in this episode? Not really too sure on that. Like they showed her right there, like I'm gonna teach you how to do blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, that was all we saw of her. We see it was pretty funny to see like just all the interactions between the three of them as friends. Larry thinking that Edgeworth, you know, pretty much said they were no longer friends by leaving his, red signal thing behind. And then, of course, Phoenix being Phoenix still, yeah, not believing in that kind of stuff. He's like, I don't believe that's what he would do. And in the end, of course, they all meet together there again. Larry with the umbrellas, the dog eating all the treats. So how are they gonna? How is they're gonna find their way back? The whole time when they were doing that treat thing, he's like, oh, it's breadcrumbs, so they can get back. And I was thinking, what if a stray dog just comes by and eats all of them? How would they know how to get back and everything? What the hell? And what happened to that dog? I'm guessing it died, I guess, because we don't see it anywhere. Maybe it'll make an appearance sometime. I don't know. That ending though with Edgeworth like having a note. I don't know if the subs were correct. Is that what it said? He chooses death. What does that mean? Without spoiling anything, if you can't spoil it, if you have to spoil it, just don't say it. I'll just wait for something to happen. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty nice filler episode, a good episode. I'm not too sure how to. Oh, sorry, that was my phone. I'm not too sure. How do you guys feel about all the stuff that ended up happening in this episode? Since of course this is a filler. Sorry, putting my phone on vibrate. This is of course a filler, so I want to know how you people who watch the games, how do you feel about this that happened, since this is completely not in the game. And another thing I was wondering, since they make something like this a filler where this was not in the game at all, or do you think they're gonna end up making arcs where that were not in the game, like completely anime original? I'm not too sure how that would end up turning out, and how would that be considering this is off a game. And a lot of these animes that come off a game, people really wanted to stay true to the game, so I'm not too sure how that will work. And another thing I was thinking, obviously you can't tell me because that would spoil me, but I've been thinking like in a game, usually to get to the next level you have to win. So I've been thinking for a while, like, doesn't that mean that Phoenix has to win every single one? Does that mean he's never gonna lose a trial? I kind of want to see one where he loses a trial. It'd be pretty interesting to see how it develops after that with his, because I feel like if he just keeps winning, and sure it gets harder and harder and harder, but I feel like it would be better if he actually ends up losing something. Not too sure if that's gonna happen in the future. Please don't spoil me for that. But yeah, honestly, just a really good filler episode. I mean, I don't really say that much. I don't normally say, that was a nice filler episode, but honestly, it was just a nice episode to see, all the interactions of how, Larry, Phoenix, and Edgeworth became friends, with a little bit of some things that might happen in the future with Franziska. And then, of course, Edgeworth saying he chooses death at the end. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. But overall, just a nice little filler episode. But pretty much the big thing I want to know is how, like I said before, how do you guys feel about this all the people who have played the game, how do you feel about this filler? Do you think they'll make more fillers in the future, like a whole filler arc kind of thing? What do you guys think? If that's possible, would you watch it? Would you like that, or would you just want to stay true to the game kind of stuff? And maybe like these fillers are just like one episode filler is okay kind of thing, But yeah, that's all I really got to say, guys. Pretty short review, but pretty much not much to talk about since this was a filler episode. It was just a nice little cute episode to see the whole, backstory, flashbacks of what happened with them and how they became friends and everything. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I'm missing, I'll talk about comment below as well. And until next time, guys, see ya.